Hello everybody, welcome to the TigersDen and welcome back to yet another Tiger vlog, I guess. I thought to myself that I'd do this scripted this year, but I can't bring myself to do these things scripted. It feels weird, although there are probably plenty of things I'll both forget and not cover that I want to cover, but it's been a weird year. It's been a very weird year. We started out in January with me being worried, first and foremost. And we're coming full circle. I am yet again starting in January where I'm worried. We'll get to why in a bit. But later on in January, we got some good news. I had my approval that I can start up my business. And that led to an absolutely amazing year. February and March were just kind of wild months that flew by. I hardly remember anything from them. March is when we got the first real credible threat of Corona hitting Europe, because that is when everything went on full lockdown. Everything went on full lockdown. And rightly so. Let's be fair. Maybe we should have been even more strict back then. Who knows? Anyway. This led to some pretty intense months. And that is also roughly when I decided to start pushing for partner numbers. We focused on World of Warships a lot. Well, we actually only focused on World of Warships. We didn't even do weird shit on the weekends. I think Fridays. We kept the Friday evenings. That's the only multiplayer or other game we kept. And to be fair, those probably saved my sanity throughout the entire partner push. I originally promised myself that I wouldn't do a partner push, but we started seeing the numbers. I was like, okay, maybe we should do it. And I'll be honest, the temptation became too much for me. So I jumped on that partner push. I did. And in June, we finally got the approval. We finally got the big yes to our application. First try. I'm so insanely proud of this community. First try application for partner. Everybody said, you're gonna get rejected multiple times. Nah. We didn't. I'm so insanely fucking proud of that. And since then, we've been growing and growing and growing. December 1st, 2019, we were at 2,000 followers on the channel. As of this moment, December 31st, 2020, we're on 4,739 followers. nuts. Nuts, I tell you. And we can only shoot for the moon, really. We've seen a world pushed apart by an invisible foe. We've seen the world pushed apart by a very visible orange foe and the political struggles. We've seen the world pushed apart by so many things that are kind of meaningless, really, when you sit down and think about it. Like, why? Why do we have such an animosity towards somebody who chooses to vote something different than our own ideas? This is something I challenge myself to think too, this is not a question to everybody else. This is a question to myself too. Why do I have that idea that because you choose to vote for a party, that makes you evil or wrong? Because it doesn't. Whereas I do see the argument. I do very much see the arguments. There are certain truths that are being overshadowed. And some of those truths are the fact that we don't see another way out sometimes. We don't see a viable option in the other way of doing things. But that doesn't mean that we support everything. It's like with me being a very, very left side oriented political person here in Norway. That doesn't mean I agree with everything they do and everything they want to do. And it's like certain truths are being told about me that, well, they're not true just because I vote that way. And I think that is something we need to keep in mind going forward. Wherever we are, wherever we choose to be, and I'm sorry if you can hear that, that is James going nuts upstairs. Yeah, wherever we choose to be, there is a certain thing happening where we don't see the entire picture. We don't see the entire truth. There is more behind some of the decisions. So, for this year coming up, 2021, I urge everybody to be more willing to have a conversation. Say to each other, okay, I hear what you're saying, but please try to explain to me why. Let's sit down and actually have a conversation. Because we can agree to disagree and still be friends. Because I've made a lot of friends on this channel. We as a community have made a lot of friends. And I think something we forget in this whole thing where we sit and we're in this virtual bubble. Sometimes we forget the real people behind, but from time to time we also get painfully reminded about the people behind. I've had community members that I've reached out to and tried to talk to because I see they've been gone for a while. And I get this weird feeling that something's up. And for those I've done that to, you know who you are. And for For those who haven't had that happen, I hope you're okay. I've always said that I wanted to create a community for the conversation, for the dialogue going on. And I hope I'm able to do that. Because I know behind all these nicknames, Andritos, Wicked Alice, Crew Points, Battle Cat, Chocolatelicious, there are humans. There are humans who have different opinions, who have different things going on, who have their own difficulties. And I'm hoping that by me choosing to have this as a job, and by you guys allowing me to have it as a job, that I can help you in some tiny way where there's strife, where there's something going on that you need to forget about, that I can help you forget about it for at least a few minutes a day. Because if I can, then I've done something right. For those of you who I failed, I apologize. I wish I could do more. Something happened in this tiny town I live in on Christmas Eve. And it's one of those happenings that makes you reflect. And I've been doing quite a lot of reflection over the last few weeks now. Week, rather, I should say. And, yeah, no, it's heavy thoughts, I'll be honest. And with those thoughts, I've kind of come to realization that yes, this is my dream job. This is really what I want to do. This is really what I want to do. And the more I'm able to do it, the better. Which brings me back to sort of what we started out in January. I started out in January with the idea that I can make my own company. And I did make my own company. And for an entire year, I've worked hard together with you guys to get up to a point where I could be self-sufficient. And getting to that point in September and October was kind of beyond my wildest dreams. Both September and October saw enough revenue on the channel that I could take it out as a full paycheck and live off it. No need for support from the state, no need to borrow money from friends or family. And it was a gradual build up, you know? It was like we started out with only needing 1 week of support, or only getting 1 week of payment, to 2 weeks of payment, to 3 weeks, and so on. And it was a steady build up. But it was a gut punch when November came around and the realization that, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do this both November and December has been half of what has been needed. Meaning, now in January, I will most likely have to look for at least a part-time job. But I've said it before, I promise you this, my dear community, I will work my darndest to get to a point where it will not hurt the streams. But fact of the matter is, we need to live. And in order to live, like properly pay off the bank and all the bills and such, I will have to find a job. And it's weird. I see it as a personal failure. But in reality, I know that November and December are typically low point months for content creation. Because everybody's saving money. Like we're talking, most of the US is saving throughout the entire of November for Black Friday and all of those sorts of sales. And then suddenly we're in December and Christmas is barreling down on us. And, well, we know everybody's saving up for that too. The entire world's saving up then. So, I don't see it as, like, in here, I know it's not a personal failure, but it still feels like one. And it's hard to kind of convey that across to others. Just how gut-wrenching that feeling is. I am also painfully aware that giving bits, donating, or subbing to a streamer is, let's face it, a luxury. I live in a luxury type of world / job. And I've been very aware of this from the start, which is why I say every morning when I start my World of Worship stream that I'm humbled. I'm humbled to be allowed to do this. Every morning, I wake up and I go, shit, how am I allowed to do this as a job? It's beyond me. And every morning I say thank you. Because I truly am thankful. It's insane. But with all of the heavy thoughts, with all of the things going on, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here. Or at least I'm going to try to. My goal is, of course, to become self-sufficient throughout the stream. And hopefully to a point where we can start hiring people. Would be nice. But we're not quite there. But holy shit, what a year it's been. So I can't really keep it. I gotta try to keep this short, but I know we're on 20 minutes already. Yeah. Thank you everybody for an absolutely amazing year. Thank you for sticking with me throughout my derps, throughout my moments of anger, throughout my moments of sadness, throughout my moments of derpiness. Thank you for reaching out to each other. Thank you for showing up before the streams and chatting to each other. Thank you for being the wonderful nice butts you are, because you all are nice butts, and you have nice butts too. I'm honored to be part of this community. I am just a guy on the screen. You guys are the ones who make the community. So thank you for being amazing. Anyway, I've been the Tiger, but as always, keep wild, stay free, and I'll see you guys in the next one.